Good morning. Here we are. It's our last day in Colorado. We're packing up this morning, headed over to Kansas, spend the next I think 3-4 days traveling through that state and seeing various things. So be kind of sad to leave the mountains, because finally the smoke is cleared and it's a beautiful blue day. Matter of fact, can't see it from here, but from another vantage point you can see all the way down to Pikes Peak, which is about 60 miles away. So we'll catch you later. Well, here we are at a rest area near Arriba, Colorado, on our way to Kansas, and we're taking a break here, having a little bit of lunch. A beautiful day, about 78 degrees, and nice looking rest area, picnic tables with shade, and I've got our lunch here, and thanks to Dina, who I used to work with, she organized a trip and gave Lucy a one of these pink thermos bags. So during this whole trip we had an old man carrying around a pink bag, but I'm comfortable with that. Kansas State corn husking contest here in Oakley, Kansas, second Saturday of October. They got a gift shop in the men's room at the Buffalo Bill Center, and they have museum placards in the restroom. Anyway, the lady was telling us the story about how Buffalo Bill got his name. There was a contest between him and Bill Lawton. They both wanted to be known as Buffalo Bill, so they decided to have a contest to see who could shoot the most buffalo in a day, and it was here in Oakley, the area, and Buffalo Bill Cody won the contest, so he's Buffalo Bill instead of having Buffalo Bill Lawton. Wow, this is the bronze statues of Buffalo Bill and a buffalo up here on the Buffalo Bill Visitor Center. It's pretty impressive. That must be at least 12-15 feet tall. There's Buffalo Bill with his famous hunting rifle, Lucietta Borgia. And I'm sorry, it's not Bill Lawton, it's William Comstock. We're at the Tallgrass Nature Preserve, part of the National Park Service and the Nature Conservancy, but I don't think this is the Tallgrass yet. We'll get up there. So this is the old Jones homestead they built back in 1881, 1882. This barn and the original smokehouse, spring house, were built back in 1881, 1882, the cost of about $15,000. Quite a large barn. Lower level of the barn, where it looks like they've got a tack room. Ooh, horses. Yeah, kitty. Cool little barn. Let's see what the It must have been the ice house. go into the manor house. This is Stephen and Louise Jones' house, built in 1881. This was their bedroom, and then they had several other bedrooms available. Today we'd call this a 3-bedroom fixer-upper. Fancy parlor.
It's funny how it's turned out.
It is said that Mr. Jones only spent $25,000 on the house, but he had roughly 20 workers working pretty much day and night, they say, at least steadily for a year to construct the house and grounds. And he lived here about 5 years and then moved his family to Kansas City and eventually sold out the whole property to his neighbor. We got
see buffalo.
Okay. Well, this is the trail that goes to the buffalo pasture.
If not, I'm going to say hi to the horse anyway.
Over there by the barn and the horse corral, trying to get the horse to come over, but she loves to pet horses, but he's not cooperating today. The ranger indicated the buffalo were gnashing on some sweet grass down by the spring, which may not be visible from the path. Alright, so we got to go through this gate. Is small stem bluegrass one of them?
It's got to be small, medium, or large, or maybe neither.
Sawgrass?
Neither.
Indian grass? Buffalo grass?
I'll have to figure out a test I can give to you in a minute.
Okay. Next we'll do some scat identification. On this point you're entering the buffalo pasture, or bison, which according to the picture there can be pretty dangerous. We've got an electrical device hooked up to the fence here. Wonder if I should test it. Read the signs before you start touching things. Says that the buffalo are somewhere up in, probably over there somewhere, really off the beaten path. They have all kinds of burrs here, and they have a really aggressive one with very stiff and sharp points on it. So you wonder what's for dinner sometimes. Well, tonight we're making some meatballs, and we're gonna bake up some rigatoni with some meat sauce we made out of, ground beef, Italian sausage, some mushrooms, and a homemade marinara sauce. So as soon as these noodles get going, we're going to throw them in the oven, and it's going to be good eating tonight.
Cheers.
Cheers. So
cheers to stormy weather.
yeah, we switched sites, and now we're by the lake here, so we can see the ducks or cormorants or whatever they are. That maybe they're loons. Who knows? So what did you think of Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve?
I thought it was really cool. Of course, we were drawn in by the program that we got from the desk when we signed into our campsite. And it talked about prairie grass. And it showed a big front cover, which was all green, 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 lush prairie grass. Also today it was raining, so that was a little disappointing. However, it still had beautiful yellow flowers, all sorts of, I can't name all the flowers that were blooming, but at least 5 different pictures I took. I'll have to tell you later what they were. But it was absolutely beautiful, even though we couldn't see very far in the distance. It's kind of it's a shock to come from the front line of the Rockies to a flat line.
You mean a flat horizon?
Horizon, that's it, exactly, the horizon, where the Rockies, I mean, it was just layer, 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 hills, mountains, and here it's just very, very flat. But now we're on the lake, and well, it's better now, but a while ago we couldn't even see that line of trees. But at the Prairie place, I mean, there were more hills. It was still beautiful.
Well, we're thankful it's just moisture in the air and not smoke, because it's been a while. But anyway,
for the wine.
Anyway, we'd appreciate it. This is it for tonight. I think we're gonna call it evening after we get our dinner. But anyway, we have a wonderful Zeta and a couple of meatballs, and I think Lucy's gonna have some peaches and whipped cream. Anyway, hey, we'd appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up if you like the video. And also appreciate if you subscribe to the video, press the subscribe button below. Good night. Well, you wonder what's for dinner sometimes. Whoa, get that out of here. Okay, we'll start over.